It's national meets regional. Welcome to Sidewalks Entertainment, the long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us now for an exciting new path to celebrity interviews, music, rising talents, much, much more.
Welcome back. Our next guest is a Grammy Award-winning performer who has sold more than 20 million albums worldwide. What? He's been busy being a judge, making music, being a judge on NBC series World of Dance, and also gearing up for his concert special on the AT&T Audience Network. I'd like to welcome the one and only Neo to the show. Neo, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, really quick, I want to talk a little bit about kind of like your early beginnings, because I got a glimpse into this concert special and it weaves a little bit of your story, which I love, and you keep it real about your humble beginnings. So I want to know, when was the moment you knew you wanted to be a performer?
Oh man, well, I'll say this. Music has kind of always been there. You know, my mom sings, my dad plays bass. Pretty much everybody in my family does something musically inclined. So it was always there. It was something that was going to be a part of my life, whether I wanted it to or not. But the decision to go ahead and make it my life probably happened around 9 years old. Yeah, that was when I first really started taking writing seriously. You know, I was coming up as a somewhat angry little kid. You know, I grew up in a house with my mother, my sister, my grandmother, and 5 aunts. So there was no testosterone anywhere to be found for a very, very long time. And that made me just mad, you know, mad for a few reasons. Mad because I wasn't enough for my dad to stick around, you know, that whole thing. So my mom caught that early on and handed me, I'll never forget, it was a red notebook and a big pen, and she said, write it down. And I said, write down what? And she said, I don't care, just write it down. So it became journal entries that turned into poetry that eventually turned into songs. And yeah, 9 years old is when I said music is gonna be my life. I didn't know if I was gonna be a singer or a writer or a rapper or a producer or whatever, but I knew it was gonna be music. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think you have an edge actually being raised by a bunch of women, because you know a lot more about women, if that's the case.
I definitely see it now as a good thing. At the time, it was a bad thing. I didn't realize the jewels that were being dropped on me at the time. But now I definitely remember it, recognize, and appreciate them. Yes.
That is so true. Okay. Well, obviously you've done so many things. You're a multi-talented artist, Neo. And with all the albums you've made, were you surprised you made so many hit singles and that you would end up winning Grammys?
I'll put it to you this way. I hoped for the best, but had no idea what was going to happen. And I gotta say that it was all pleasantly surprised. Like, mind you, I've never picked one of my singles because I'm just not good at it. Normally, if it's the song that I like the least, it's probably the one that's going to be the hit. At least that's been the pattern so far. But yeah, I mean, nobody puts out a project and expects it to not do well. I just didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen, so I was just kind of riding the wave. And yeah, things went good, and I can be nothing but thankful and grateful for that.
That's for sure. And speaking of riding the waves, obviously there's the ups and downs of the career in as an artist. Oh my God, how did you stay motivated to keep going? Because sometimes there's those moments where you're just like, oh my God, can I do this? Can I get another rejection? And how did that help you to stay motivated?
Well, for me personally, it was more about just doing what I love to do. You know, I didn't get into the music business because I wanted to be famous. I didn't get into the music business because I wanted to make gobs and gobs of money. I got into music because I love music, because making music is literally something that I don't feel like I could just not ever not do. Like, it's woven into my DNA. So I didn't so much come across the drama that a lot of artists come across. Is like, okay, you know, things are kind of winding down. Are you still relevant? Do people still care? It's like, I mean, yeah, you concern yourself, but I didn't concern myself so much because I'm still doing music. And that's the reason that I'm here. That's the reason I came here in the first place, was to do music. So if 2 people are listening, 20 people, 20,000 people, 200,000 people, I'm still gonna do what I'm doing and find the joy in it for myself. Like that's my whole outlook on this thing.
Y'all know the words?
You're such a great performer, and you're on this AT&T Audience Network concert special, and I'm curious about this now. For you, obviously, getting in front of people on stage, do you ever still get nervous? And how does it feel when you're out there with your fans and they're belting out your lyrics?
Listen, the nervousness never goes away. I always get nervous. It never fails. I've told myself the day that I'm not nervous before a show is the day that I will quit, because that officially means that I don't care anymore. So yeah, that day has not come, and I don't see it coming anytime soon. You have to use the nerves. You have to let the nerves kind of be fuel in order to get you out there and do as good as humanly possible. So that's what I use it for. Yeah.
That's so true. That's so true. And real quick, I wanted to mention you're a judge on World of Dance. Oh my God, I love that show. Oh my God, I'm so blown away by the dancers.
Shout out J-Lo.
And you guys are
Derek
awesome.
Huff. Those are my folks.
Heck yeah. J-Lo and Derek. Oh my God, you guys are a great combo together. And I'm just curious, how do you even begin to judge these wonderful dancers? It's such a challenge to even for me to pick one. I'm like, they're all so good.
I will say this, it is not an easy job. We make it look easy, we make it look good, but it's not easy at all. I thank God for the scorecard. So if you watch the show, you know that there's a scorecard that we have, and there's criteria on the scorecard. And the criteria kind of takes the guesswork out of it. You know, it takes your personal opinion away, and you go, okay, was it creative? Was it clean? You know, was it technically sound? How did the crowd appreciate it? All of these things are on the scorecard, and you just mark them off. It makes it easier. It makes it that's the only way that you could judge ballet versus hip hop. That's the only way that you could do that is by this criteria. So that's the way we get it done.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Well, before we let you go, Neo, I'd like to know, outside of your performing, your music and judging and singing, what does Neo like to do to chill out in his spare time?
Oh, man. Well, I don't get a whole lot of spare time anymore. Like, even my spare time is not my time because I got kids. I have 4 beautiful children that, you know, that demand daddy's attention on a regular basis, and I give it to them, and that's no problem. But when I do get a moment to myself, I play video games, man. I love video games. That's my therapy. If I can play a video game where I can throw a fireball at somebody or punch somebody in the head in a game, then I don't do it in real life, and everybody's happy.
Oh my God, Nia, you need to come hang out with our family. My family is a huge video game fanatic. They have all video arcade games in the garage. Yes.
I'm with it. I'm with it. We need to set up a day. Let's do it.
We got to set up your Street Fighter game.
Come on with it. I'm Ryu all day. Let's get it.
Right on, Neo. Thank you so much. We look forward to learning more about you and your success. Keep doing what you're doing, and we got your back over here at Sidewalks.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate it.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Talk to you later. All right, thanks to our guest Neo for joining us on this show. Oh my God, what a very talented artist he is. If you want to learn more about Neo or catch his concert special, you can catch it on the AT&T Audience Network.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.